unbelievable. Big news this week. Let's start there. Nico Collins gets signed to a nice extension. He's earning a lot more per year than DK and Debo. I like how it's structured. What gave you the confidence to dish out that payday?
Yeah, I mean, Nico has been a good player for us here for a number of years. I would say when you kind of look at the arc of his career, where he started, going back to when we drafted him in 21, he didn't play football in 20, so because of COVID and everything else associated with it, and then was a participant in the Senior Bowl and had some traits and attributes that we liked. So we were kind of drafting probably a little bit potential at that point, but he was productive with his opportunities in Michigan, and then he produces a little bit as a rookie, kind of ran into some bumps in the road. I think the big thing last season was just his confidence and belief in himself, his ability to kind of stay on the field. The offensive staff did a great job with him, was able to develop a rapport and relationship with CJ. Coach Slowick and the offensive staff, I'd say specifically Ben McDaniels, who's been coaching him here for multiple years now. So they've all worked and invested in the relationship, invested in the player. And Nico's a great kid, salt of the earth, everything that we want our program and players to be about. So to be able to reward him with an extension that he's earned, nobody's granted anything just because. So he's earned the opportunity, and he's a young player who we feel his best football is ahead of him. So to be able to keep him here for hopefully multiple years, and it's something that we felt was important, and to be able to reward players for their work and their effort, who are emblematic of the things that we want players to represent. I think it's always, it's always good to be able to do those types of things.
And his numbers are great, and he's really performing. He missed 2 games, still had over 1,300 total yards, 8 touchdowns. Can't wait to see what he does this year playing alongside the big addition, Stefon Diggs.
We were on the field here this morning. We've been on the field here the last couple of days. Steph has been here this week. So Steph's had a great attitude, works really hard. He's very competitive. He finishes plays. What you see him do during the regular season, what you've seen him do for Buffalo and Minnesota, you're seeing some of those qualities and traits on a practice field. So there's a reason why he's been as productive and as successful as he's been. So philosophically, what D'Amico and I have just tried to do is just build as competitive and as deep a roster as possible. And we understand that there's going to be challenges that we face during the course of the season. This league is so competitive. I mean, I think we played in 10 one-score games last year. We were 7-3, so we were fortunate to come out on the positive end of the spectrum. But our job is to try to build as good a team as we possibly can, give ourselves an opportunity to compete against a lot of good teams, a lot of good coaches. And we feel Steph will be a good addition to the room. I think that room is going to be really, really competitive. We're probably going to have to either move on for some players who are going to be playing other places, but we'll try to keep as many good players as we can here. But Steph's been here. He's had a good attitude. He's had a good approach. So we're glad he's here.
I mean, Tank Dell is no joke. They're going to push for the best wide receiver trio in the NFL this season. And you must have a soft spot in your heart for receivers, don't you? Because let's go back to New England a little bit. Let's